Welcome to Codecademy. This is a quick video to show you how it works and what you should be doing on the side to keep track of all that you're learning. So I'm in Codecademy, and you want to get to basically all courses. My path, depending on what you have done, might show you, your progress, for example, down here. But for right now, we're just going to go to all courses. Once you signed in, obviously. Make sure you're signed in, so making your own profile. You can do that on your own. Once you're in all courses, what we're doing in this class is down here near the bottom, language skills. We'll be working on HTML and CSS. Feel free to explore anything else that you wish on your own time, but for now we're in HTML and CSS. If I click on it, it's going to tell me basically where I am and what I'm doing. Your objective is to get check marks all through all the units that I ask you to do. Don't worry about the quizzes. It's the first two. This is where you learn the lessons, and then the second one is usually just using what you learned up here to build something. So if I go to HTML basics to start off, how they've organized it is pretty clear. On the left side are instructions. In the middle is where you write your code. On the right side is a preview of what you have done. At the bottom here, if I click on this, lets me go back and forth very quickly to see what I've done, to make sure I got check marks all over the place to know I have completed this unit. So my advice to you, you got two different things to do. If you like to read all of this, and then the instructions are always below. To be able to move on to the next one, you have to complete everything here, and if you click on save and submit, if you got it right, so let's see if I got it right. Okay, it goes green, way to go, and I can start the next lesson by clicking on here. If I get it wrong, it'll tell me what I got wrong and I have to go back and check my code. Now, as you go, you'll learn more and more different coding in HTML. The best thing to do, because you'll be using all this code later on, and it's going to be a pain for you to go find, for example, a specific code by going through this way, because you have so much information, is to create a Google Doc. So for example, I have a Google Doc here. I'll name it, for example, HTML. And every time I learn a new code, all I'll do is, for example, here it says, okay, the thing to learn is that I have to have a doc type, for example, at the top. It's just type in, some of the code that I need to know, and do a quick dash and say, for example, this is needed because, whatever it's needed for. And so this is going to be a great resource for you when you start building some big web pages for the class later on. Trust me, this will save you a lot of time. And so then as you go along, as I said, make sure you always follow the instructions. If you want to do the video, let me quickly find the video that I've made for you guys. As I was saying, you can read and do this. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is, there's a link in Haiku for the video. So let me just bring this over. So this is called HTML Unit 1. And at the bottom here, you can see that I've divided up into parts. So part 1, okay, so I had like almost a 2-minute intro here. So if I click on part 1 here, it's going to skip the video to here. So then you know that part 1 has to do with question 1, all right? And then obviously, logically, okay, part 2, all right, corresponds to, come on, the second part here. So, I mean, some people will read this and look at the video, and some of you will just want to read or look at the video. My advice for the best of learning is to do both, but of course it's all up to you. All right, good luck.